Well, after much debating, we're going to go ahead and do the demolding. We're going to take it off. Got a video out where I debadged and segments of video and pieced together. We're going to tackle this passenger side. We're going to go at this first. What we're going to do, the sun's been baking on. I'm not going with all the other hoopla that's out there. Like I said, these videos are the right way if you want to do it right. I'm going to use a good old sun. It's about 85 degrees today. It's been baking, so we'll definitely be able to wiggle those off. The only products I'm going to use, we're going to use Mother's Wax. That's what we're going to use to clean all the residue off after we've used the 3M adhesive remover. I use a spray can. It's a lot easier. I'm going to just saturate both those trim panels. Let them sit there, the molding panels. Let them sit there and then pry them off. Assortment of microfibers. That's a tile tool. I'm not going to touch the body of the car with it, but I might use it to pull behind the panel. We'll see. So we'll piece this together and put it up. Now we're going to be using that 3M adhesive remover. You want to use in a well ventilated area. So if you're in a garage, please use a mask. This stuff is caustic. It will cause damage. So be smart, people. I am outside, so I'm not going to worry about it, but you should wear. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to saturate behind, just spray this down, this first piece of molding. I'm going to let it sit for a minute and we'll come back to it. And I'll grab that runoff too. I'm not really worried about it because like I said, I'm going to be waxing the car, and this stuff's also a good wax tar remover, so it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter one bit. But we'll get all that off of there. So we're going to let that sit a minute and we'll start peeling that off in a minute. Alright, that's been sitting for a minute. I don't recommend using it, but this is a tile and grout tool. If you guys are brave, smart, and clever, you'll know how to use this. I'm going to actually use the leverage of the nice handle. I'm not going to touch the car, but I'm going to use this. We're going to get over here. I'm going to pop that off a little bit. So if you can see, I have not touched the car with this, and I just pulled the corner. Now that it's sitting on there, the adhesive remover is going to make this very easy. I'm not going to use a lot of force. I'm not going to be reckless. I'm going to spray it down a little bit more as I keep pulling. This is a 07 Charger RT, so obviously this molding's been on here a while. And hopefully if we do it right, we won't have any junk behind it. So, like I said, I'm using this as leverage, that's all. Once you get a decent amount, you can just start using your hand. And that's, like I said, been sitting on there, so I don't know if I need to spray anymore. Probably won't, because it's just pulling off like rubber now, like butter. This is how we're going to do it. So I'm going to clean this up, go around the whole car, piece this video together, and this will be the right way how to demold Dodge Charger RT. Thank you. So after the molding's removed, obviously we got a very ugly eyesore of what's left of the adhesive. So do nothing more than turn back to your adhesive remover. Just work that area. You're going to have to work it. Once you're done, you're going to have to wax that. Use a cleaner wax. Don't do anything harsher than that unless you really, really have to, but you probably won't. So if you're smart, it'll work out. So I'm just going to saturate this some more and wipe that residue off. Go ahead and saturate a paper towel so I don't offer any more scratching to the vehicle. Don't want to waste my microfibers with this chemical. So you can see just some light wiping. It begins to just fade away. If you want to use all the other crap that doesn't work, go ahead. But if you want to use what's going to work, just use this. You notice it's just starting to come away. So I'll clean that up, wax it up, and show you. So after just using only the spray adhesive remover, you can just see a faint line. That faint line is what's like the dirt, grime, residue after years of having molding there. So that's all going to come off just like the badging did on my other video. Nothing more than this. So let's get a little bit on there and we'll take a look. After the first couple coats of cleaner wax, I was able to remove all that residue. You can see it's a nice clean look. Like I said, this is a 07, not garage kept, nearing 100,000 miles, so you may have some ghosting. You can, I don't know if you can see it, I'm shooting this with the iPhone 4S. Slight ghosting there, but that paint underneath there has never seen daylight, so there's going to be a variation in color, as would be if you had body work and had to spray it. My guess is a couple more waxes, 2-3 weeks of summer sun, come back, look at it, probably won't even see that appearance. But I've read a lot in the forums that there may be ghosting. I'll take ghosting over bubble. I've heard people talk about peeling, but there's no peeling there. So we'll put this all together and put it out there for you. Well, we went ahead and did the other side, passenger, front door and rear door, like we did in the first. There's law molding. Now what you got, it's a good clean look. Like I said in the first video, couldn't dispute the clean look on the trunk with no badges, but now that I've seen the molding go off on my own car, it's just perfect. So go ahead and do the driver's side. I'll put it together, put a couple stills, pieces, video together, and put it out there. So if you paid attention to what we did in the videos, you should end up with a couple moldings on each side. I threw them on the ground. Done with those. Mine are white. Refresh, we did that earlier in the first video, debadged. Now if you've done everything right and you did exactly what I said, it took me about 2.5 hours. If it takes you an hour, I don't know what you did, but your car is not shiny down the side. So as you can see, we've got everything removed on both sides. It adds a nice clean look, especially going all the way around with the debadging. And then we went ahead and got this other side, so watch out, Beamer. So yeah, I'd say all in all about 2.5 hours. The mother's cleaner wax, adhesive remover, some towels, some time, patience, some elbow grease. It's hot too, so it looks nice. So I definitely am happy with the debadge demold now. I live in Illinois, so I don't know about the legalities of getting pulled over without badging on the back, but I keep short hair and sunglasses. Most people think I'm a cop anyway, so I'll just let them continue thinking that. But that's the proper way to demold a 2007 Dodge Charger RT. 20-inch wheel option, nav, moonroof, spoiler, adjustable pedals.